Okay, two things to make a note of that I think is pretty important. I've just seen yet another Democrat being interviewed and saying that the demonstrations in LA, which there's like thousands of people on the street setting fire to stuff, throwing rocks at cops and everything else, they're saying it's just a handful of problems, a handful of people that are causing problems. Well, if that's the excuse, then does that mean it was only a handful of terrorists that took control of 4 airplanes on 9/11 and crashed them into the United States? I mean, a handful or 1,000, it's the same thing. It's acts of domestic terrorism. Just like 9/11 was terrorism, these people attacking the police and the ICE agents, they're terrorists. And I don't care if there's 2 or there's 200, they should be arrested and they should face consequences for attacking federal officers. The law says people can't be in the country illegally. They need to be arrested and deported. End of story. There's no big fuss, there's no big deal. Let ICE do their job. So that's one thing. The other thing is, for the last 4 years, all we've heard is about how January 6th was the biggest event in the world since Pearl Harbor. Oh my God, it's terrible. Yeah, it was a load of people walking through, taking pictures and stuff. There was barely any trouble whatsoever. Nobody had any weapons. No big deal. But those people got locked up for 4 years and forgotten about. They weren't allowed to be visited. They were put in horrendous conditions. And that was deemed to be an insurrection. What does the LA riots, what is that then, if that's not an insurrection? That's a real one. And their insurrection, the Democrats are promoting it. And those people, they're setting fire to businesses, they're blowing things up, they're destroying cars and property, hurting people, attacking police officers. Well, that's a true insurrection. That's what they're doing. Don't you hear the Democrats moan about how bad that is? I mean, that's an awful lot worse than January 6th, a few people walking through the Capitol building. Unbelievable. The Democrats really, really are out of touch. And they're just Marxist terrorists themselves now, aren't they? That's all they can be. They're pathetic and disgusting. Hakeem Jeffries and people like that should be ashamed of themselves. They shouldn't even be able to show their faces anymore. Because supporting any of this unrest is ridiculous. It's putting American lives at risk, which is totally wrong.